PG, what up, baby?
DJ, yo, what's up?
What's good?
Here you trying to take my spot with Gatorade.
You heard wrong, bro. I'm not.
That's what word on the street is.
Nah, I'm not in that process, man. They said they were, in between one of us. So,
Nah, I ain't trying to hear all that. After I just took you fishing, you gonna try to take my spot like that?
We didn't even catch anything, man.
It's the
not...
principles. I took you out there.
Look, man. They trying to go with what's hot, all right? And we both hot. But maybe I'm just a little hot turd. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you got a court right here.
Oh, it's like
we can get
that.
after it right now.
Oh, it's like that. Okay, let's get it then.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the Washington Wizards. Last game for the Wizards, they picked up the W against Dallas. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops too. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one...
That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts, because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, AMB, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where did he come up with that?
FAE?
AMB, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes,
Okay.
be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and
It's
hurt.
going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
AMB, FAE.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Go show them how we do it in this building. Yes, sir. It's my boy.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At center, Archie Warren. At power forward, Marquis Morris. At the number 4 position, Austin Warren. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach is the team's starters. At power forward, standing 6'8", It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And of course, Raymond Felton, he's still out of the lineup.
And Kevin, it looks like he should make a welcomed return after being hurt a few weeks ago.
And Chris, as the season gets going, a lot of players start having lengthy road trips. Just how hard is it to play on the tail end of, say, a 5, 6, or a 7-game trip?
It's terrible. You miss the comforts of home, sleeping in your own bed, eating your own food, your habits, being on the road. You just miss all the good things about home, your family, and things like that. But you have to love these trips. One, if you're a player, because they set up time for chemistry. It's the most time you get to spend with your teammates. You really get to bond and get to know who each other are. Secondly, it takes a toll on that team. It wears you down. It sets you up for failure when you come home. And what's great about that is every team has to go through it.
Right.
So this is the NBA. It has to be the hardest league, the hardest schedule. And so it's tough, but, you know, that's what we do as players in this league. And so I love it because everyone does it. And I've always said it, sports is so fair because it's unfair to us all. And that's an unfair part of the game, but you got to get through it. You got to battle it, and you got to get through it.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, a great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the point. And the dunk by Jordan.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wall against Westbrook. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beal. They get the rebound and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Oklahoma City called for the foul.
Now, the size and the length of Gortat, it comes in handy on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a solid and more than reliable big man with a soft J. A lot of players who are the age of Gortat would have started to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint.
Now, here's Jordan. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Brooklyn.
And he also drew a lot of fouls, forcing the defense to react to his aggressive style of play.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Here's Beal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Don't forget, he also racked up 3 steals. He showed terrific anticipation and heart on the defensive end.
From the arc. No good, shot missing. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Morris, left side, looking for Gortat. He gets it there. And Adams sends it back. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Beal gets a wide open look. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Porter. And Patterson kicks to Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Back to Jordan. Fires for 3. That doesn't go either for Jordan. Wizards trail by 4.
Well, the clear strength of this Wizard team is their backcourt. Wall and Bill, one of the best backcourts in the league. They are a driving force for this team.
He gets that one.
Gortat is a committed scorer. I mean, it doesn't matter what you throw at him, he gets the job done.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Patterson. And it's Andre Robertson in for Paul George. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Gortat. Scott comes in for Markieff Morris. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Frazier in for John Wall. And Wall and Beal certainly the focus of this Wizards offense. They've said they feel they are the best backcourt in the NBA. Some others might have that claim in reality, though.
Well, they're supposed to feel that way, but I think the Splash Brothers might have something to say about that. But you like the confidence they have, though. Better than Wall and Beal not believing in themselves.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Beal. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
Back to Jordan. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 11 points for Jordan.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Wizards trail by 4. On the wing, Scott. Outside, Beal. Over to the left wing. Frazier left side. And stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Here is Frazier following Oklahoma City. And here's Oubre. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Scott kicks to Chandler. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Scott. Here's Frazier. Washington gets it back. Beal. Adams, some nice D. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder. They're up by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, but also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude. And Oklahoma City going with the whole new group out there. At small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Russell Westbrook out there with Jordan. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Nets was a man on a mission. He finished with 30 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He absolutely stole the show. It felt like he was everywhere all the time. It'll be interesting to see how he follows it up, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Roberson, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. Westbrook against Wall. On the wing, Porter. 5 to shoot. Morris with a screen on George. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, but they get it back. Outside, Beal. They shoot again. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Jordan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
All with it. George picks him up. Wall against George. 14 feet away. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Westbrook passes to Jordan. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. And so Jordan nails both of them. 17 seconds left here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
All with it. Over Westbrook. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Oklahoma City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, scoring has not been an issue. How are you getting those looks that you want?
Look, DA, it's not an issue. It's never been an issue. I'm better than these guys out here trying to guard me. Been that way my whole life. You know, whenever I get the ball, it's a mismatch, and you need to at least send a double team my way, or I'm gonna put in the work on you just like I've been doing tonight. This is just the beginning, though. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, because the second half I'll have even more points.
Very confident young man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
So on the floor for Washington, the explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. Porter and Morris are the forwards. And it's Gortat in at the center, filling out the middle.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Chris, it's a players' league, and yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 Back in 2002, in your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at, not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster. And also, we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs. And so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials, and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Patterson, and it's Jeremy Grant in for George. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Morris. Oubre's checked in for Porter. And Tim Frazier subbed in for John Wall.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Here is Frazier after the made shot from Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. There's Beal with the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dishes to Westbrook. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Westbrook against Frazier. Westbrook drives in. Another shot. No good on the shot. Nice D from Scott. Wizards trail by 20. Frazier dishes to Oubre. Back to Frazier. Pass to Oubre. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Yeah, and Kelly Oubre, the first rounder out of Kansas. I mean, he's a player that still has some development to do. Looks great in open court. Needs to be more consistent.
And for Kelly Oubre, the shot is coming along. He has been taking more threes, Chris, but it's just a matter of time probably being able to do it for long stretches in a game.
Yeah, different players take different amounts of time to figure that out. He needs the confidence to take his man off the dribble. Slowly, he's starting to trust himself more.
And the first one at the line is good. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wells comes in for Russell Westbrook. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Scott. Both good from the line that time. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's Beal on the wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Chandler. And again, Washington no good. The Thunder leading by 22. And Roberson kicks to Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 29 in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Wizards have got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Meeks on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Oubre kicks to Meeks. Chandler the pass to Oubre. The dish to Beal. Will it go? And another miss by Washington.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside Jordan, shoots over Meeks, and again the basket is good from Jordan. Jordan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
Washington calls timeout. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role win.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Washington. Wall comes in for Tim Frazier. Now here's Wall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Now, Wall is a knockdown specialist from here. You know his jumper is a thing of beauty at times.
Left side, Jordan. Oubre with the steal. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. They get it back. The kick out to Wall. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Scooped up. Chandler kicks to Oubre. It's Meeks outside. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Meeks got his second basket of the night. Wells. That one misses. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity his team is showing. A different look for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for Patterson. Jordan comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Andre Robertson. And then for Washington, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Gortat. Bradley Beal comes in for Morris. And it's Frazier in for Jody Meeks. Russell Westbrook out there with Jordan. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Grant, and it's Abrinas in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kanter with a screen on Wall. Back to Jordan. There's the pass to Kanter. Outside Jordan. Kanter kicks to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. And he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I love the confidence and energy Westbrook plays with. Just an excellent scorer once he gets good position inside.
For the Thunder, Doug McDermott comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Wells is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Washington, Scott comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky is subbed in for John Wall. Well, Chris, NBA players will go around to every arena at least once in a season. Does each arena have its own feel and look? And how does that impact players when they play on the floor? A depth perception from the basket to the last row. They've told me that every building feels different. Is that true?
Yeah, every building does feel different, but because every player is different, you know, it just depends on which guy and which arena. You know, I used to love Portland because it was dark in Portland and it felt warm in there. I don't know why. I mean, I can't really even explain that well, but yeah. I used to love playing in Portland. And I know some guys that have an arena that is bright, or they just love getting there, or maybe they just love that city. So a lot of times, I tell you what arena I really loved, and it was the first time I went to Boston Garden, because I just sat and I stretched on the floor probably for the longest of any game, because I sat there and I touched the parquet floor and I got to look up at all the banners, and I, you know, kind of reading the banners there and who played there and what year they won, and tried to remember that team. And so in some arenas it's just special because who's performed there, who's been there before you, and so every arena has a different feel.
That's a great answer.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jordan.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
Can't hit from in close. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
DJ, great game. Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
Oh, you're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, it's Kenny. Just another superb showing from you. Now, what's been the major key to keep producing at such a high level?
Now, here are the keys to the game for me. I'm going to give you the major keys, okay? Now, 1, I wake up. Now, 2, I show up. And 3, I do my thing. And that's all it takes. I mean, this is just a start in the next evolution of my game. So, ladies and gentlemen, get out your popcorn because you're going to have a first-row seat for the rest of the season.
Man, confidence is what gets you there. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Thank you. I'm just being honest.